Yay!
Hey!
We made it.
So welcome to the Emergence live stream, accelerating the awakening of humanity.
And we're talking to you from Mount Shasta in Northern California. And my name's Prageet.
I'm Jules.
And behind us, you can see
our socially distanced gathering of people
around the Stargate.
So we're really happy to be with everyone right now, especially since we had some interesting, we had to try to go live 3 times before it worked, which is a really good sign. It means that we're going to make a huge impact on humanity, because whenever there's a big change coming, there's this kind of
resistance
that can happen. So everyone just think beautiful thoughts about technology and expect it all to flow really smoothly.
Hey. So right now we had...
It's okay, just turn the camera on. Just toggle.
We had over 12,000 people connecting into this. And I'm hoping that you can still hear me. Yes. So I'm just going to ask everyone around the world that's checking in just to relax and raise your vibration and just envision the technology working beautifully. Very often we've found that when we're working in this way, there's a challenge at the beginning. And as soon as we start to raise the energy, and as soon as we start focusing on it not working and start focusing on creating what we're all here to create, then somehow the technology supports us.
Exactly. And this live stream is all about 4 days to build a super strong energetic field. And we'll be jumping right into that today. Let's start just by taking a moment to relax. So I'm actually even going to invite all of you who are signing in just to take a moment to bring your focus inside. Just take a deep breath. And as you relax, see if you can feel the energy. We have about 2,700 people live with us just in the English broadcast, and many more in other languages.
And a total of over 12,000 people that have signed up to participate in this. Many of those are sleeping right now or working, and they'll be catching the recording. So I just want to say something to the people who will be watching this on the recording. Don't just watch, meditate with us, because the Stargate works in the quantum field. If you meditate with us, you'll be adding your energy into the energy fields that we create together. And Alcazar has said that we will be sending an energy wave around the planet, a wave where we are planting new seeds for a new reality.
Alcazar has also said that there's the potential for us to permanently raise our vibration during these 4 days. So we wanted to start today by talking about how we can all collectively create the highest potential together, because even though we're scattered around the world, with the Stargate energies, we're all connecting into the same energies in the same moment, even if you're watching this as a replay. So take a moment to take that in. You're part of this energetic buildup. Your energy and your contribution matters, and the way that you contribute is really simple. It's just with your presence. So the way to get the most personally and planetarily out of these 4 days of Stargate energy work is actually to just take a moment to commit right now to being with us for the full 3 hours. Because what that's going to do, if you can take 3 hours just to be with us, I promise it won't feel like 3 hours. Because when you get into these meditations, it's timeless. And what that will do is it will allow us to build the strongest energy field possible, even if you're watching this as a replay.
Great. So this is going out through 10 different networks around the world in 10 different languages, plus this English channel. And so just visualize thousands of people all connecting in right now. And just in your mind's eye, however you visualize that, perhaps you see the globe with lots of little white dots for each one of us, all connected up in this incredible energetic grid. So I'd like to start to spend a few minutes to talk to people who've not experienced the Stargate before, just to explain how it works. So you can see a large Stargate behind us, but there's literally hundreds or maybe even thousands now of small personal Stargates, and they all connect up energetically. So the energy field that we're creating here together is going to be broadcast around all these Stargate structures. So they're all going to be radiating the energies into their particular locations. So the Stargate itself is a sacred geometrical form, which is an anchor for a higher dimensional consciousness. And that's a bit of a challenge for the mind to understand at first. And Alcazar very often uses the analogy of our physical bodies are actually an anchor for a higher dimensional consciousness, ourselves, to actually be here in the physical. So when we work with the Stargate, we're working with this higher dimensional consciousness. And you will see in a moment, because we will take you into a meditation, and you'll see how Alcazar, who is the guide of the Stargate, who actually came to me over 30 years ago, Alcazar will guide the meditation. He comes through both myself and Julianne, and he will vibrate the Stargates, the etheric Stargate, as we call it, or the consciousness of the Stargate. It will start to vibrate faster and faster, moving up through the dimensional ranges. Because in truth, everything is just vibration. And so the dimensions are just different vibrations. And so we go up to what Alcazar calls the 12th dimension. This is a place where it's easier for us to become more sensitive to all the benevolent guides that are available to assist us as a group and individually. Guides such as the angelic realm or the ascended masters. There's some of the other realms that sometimes come in. And again, if this is new to you, it might seem a little strange that perhaps the whales and dolphins bring their energy, or the unicorns, or the dragons. There's all kinds of potentials that open up, which initially might seem very strange. But as you raise your vibration and start to experience feeling the whales and dolphins around you, or feeling, or even maybe seeing the unicorns, then your reality and your understanding of the vastness of all that's here, your understanding starts to open up. Your understanding starts to expand into something much, much greater. And so what we're going to be asking you to do is to simply allow for the possibility that some of the things that we're sharing with you might be true for you. And in that openness to the possibility, you might start to have an experience. So there's nothing to do. That's the beautiful thing about the Stargate work. There's nothing to do. It's about relaxing into the energy fields that will be created.
So if this sounds like science fiction, that this geometry anchors a higher dimensional consciousness, it totally sounds like sci-fi to me too. But the amazing thing about this is that it works. The subtle energy becomes tangible, and that extrasensory field of energy that you are in gently transports you, so that your awareness attunes not to this physical reality that we're so used to focusing on, but it's like a tuning fork that lets you feel frequencies that are beyond our normal spectrum of experience. And these frequencies open us up to a vast range of potentials. So what we're doing with the Stargate work is really attuning with the quantum field. So when we attune with the quantum field, all kinds of magic can happen. For example, people become far more sensitive. And that means feeling, seeing, all of the senses that we have in this reality. You start to have experiences that are multidimensional. This also can mean physical rebalancing. A lot of people have reported almost instantaneous realignments happening in their physical bodies.
Yeah, healing happening. It's quite amazing. The healing on a physical level, but emotional level, mental levels, spiritual understandings. So sometimes in these meditations, release happens. People just find themselves crying, perhaps for no reason at all. It's obvious. And so if tears start happening for you, allow them. It's just the physical body releasing old, repressed emotions. So just allow it to happen. Okay.
So all these potentials happen as you simply relax. There really is nothing to do, because it's almost like the pause that can happen in the functioning of the mind is what allows you for even just a moment to be totally pure consciousness. And when you're in that space, that's when the realignments happen. So there really is nothing to do except to just stay focused, stay present with us, and watch what happens.
So that means be with the energy. Don't try and create anything. Don't try and direct the energy. Let go of any expectations that you might have about what you may or may not experience. Because this Stargate is an anchor for a higher dimensional consciousness, only higher vibrations, benevolent energies can come to us through this process. So maybe we should invite our guide Alcazar to come in and introduce himself.
That sounds great.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And indeed, it is a great honor to be with you at this important moment of your time. Important always for you individually, but as you know, important right now for humanity and for the very earth herself. We have said over the last few weeks that there is a window of opportunity right now, which is why we have asked this gathering around the world to occur in these days. Because of the global shutdown, there is a great potential for a realignment. The Earth herself is already realigning. You can see this with the climate. You can see ozone layer healing itself. You can see nature responding to this change. It is important that humanity also responds to this change. The intention these days is to support you, to create, to envision a new future, and to plant the seeds, the energetic seeds that will allow you to influence the way that your world evolves after this global shutdown. Your energy matters because you are inviting the support in the meditations that are about to occur these days. Because you are inviting the support of higher dimensional energies, we are allowed to support you. You will feel our energy flowing through you to amplify, to magnify those intentions for the new reality. And we will perhaps talk a little more about this as we go through these few days.
Yes, into this living room at the Stargates home in Mount Shasta. Take a moment to feel yourself as if you are here with us. We welcome you here. We will assist you these days in vibrationally aligning with potentials that are very real for humanity. That beauty in the new societies that you are envisioning is possible. And so be aware as you plant these seeds that they are not pipe dreams, so to speak. They are not impossibilities that would just be nice to think about. Abundance on all levels is a potential for this your earth. You already have the technologies to make so much clean water, abundant food resources, healthy food, organically grown, ecosystems of food villages, technologies, young children learning the ways, the beautiful ways that you have to create programs in your computers, and so much more already possible. And so we invite you to take a moment to consider that over these days, your energy counts. Can you feel this? Allow your heart to speak to you. And we will be here to give wings to your visions. Okay?
It is scientifically proved over many, many experiments, that when a group comes together and creates an intention through meditation, you can literally change your physical reality. This has been demonstrated many times. Right now, we are creating with you. And so we are amplifying that which your hearts bring. which your intentions bring. And these meditations are designed to raise your vibration, to invite the benevolent guides to be with you, to assist you in this process. This is something that humanity needs to intend and create. With you inviting our support, we can work with you. You are giving us your permission to bring our energies to assist in this creation. So, beloved ones, there is great excitement in these higher realms, that a great hope that humanity will take this opportunity globally to reset, to realign, to become more in harmony with nature, with the earth, and with each other. Okay? Okay.
And so it begins.
So we would like to guide our first meditation. And before we do that, I would just like to say just a little bit how the meditation works. We're going to ask you to have your eyes closed throughout the meditation. The reason for this is it's subtle energy. With your eyes closed, you will start to feel at some point the energy within you. If this is new to you, then perhaps you don't notice it at first, but almost everyone notices it by the end of the meditation. And so what we're going to say is simply this: be open to the possibility, as Alcazar says. Allow for the possibility of what we're saying can be a truth for you.
And we'll ask for the music link for this meditation to be put into the chat in all the languages.
And so for those people that would like to access the music, just click on it, find the music.
And if you look at the very bottom of the window that opens with the music player, you can see there's a little icon where you can adjust the volume. So you're in control of how loud or soft the music is. And once you have it where you like it, just go ahead and relax.
And so remember, there's nothing to do. During this meditation, Alcazar will ask us to, what he says is ask inside, which means simply asking for what he's suggesting. Because in that way, it brings us all together. In that way, we're using the consciousness of the Stargate to build the energy field. So apart from this asking, there's nothing to do, just relaxing. Close the eyes, keep the eyes closed throughout the meditation. And so we begin. Beloved ones, whenever we work with the Stargate, we first start by inviting the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field.
And so we call for the energy of the earth. We invite Gaia to bring her energy into our bodies, into our energy fields.
So each one of you asking inside. No need to speak it out loud if you choose not to, but just asking for the energy of the earth to come up into your body, into your energy field.
And with the asking, relax, be receptive, for the earth is indeed responding individually to you right now.
And as has been said already, do not be concerned if you do not feel the energies at first. And so now we are going to invite you to ask for the consciousness of the Stargate, that which we call the etheric Stargate, which is simply a structure, an energetic structure, similar to this physical one. And so each one of you now just asking inside for an etheric Stargate to come down around you, as if you are surrounded by this structure.
And so we call for the presence of an etheric Stargate, the consciousness of the Stargate.
And so as you ask for this, you can imagine or visualize or even feel as this consciousness, the etheric Stargate, responds to you. And do not feel like you have to imagine exactly what it looks like. It is simply by asking, the visualization, the imagining assists. But the consciousness will respond to you. And now we are going to actually vibrate the consciousness. We are going to vibrate the etheric Stargates a little faster and continue to accelerate this. And as we do so, the vibrations are actually going to move up through the frequencies of the different dimensions. And so we are going to start this process now. And so we are vibrating your etheric Stargate. Nothing for you to do, just to be relaxed. And as we do this, we ask each one of you to ask for the activation of your etheric Stargate.
We call for the activation of all the etheric Stargates.
And this asking for the activation is giving your permission for the Stargate to work with you. And so already the etheric Stargates are vibrating out of the frequencies of the third dimension through the fourth dimensional frequencies and merging into the higher energetics of the fifth dimension right now.
And continuing to raise the vibration, vibrating faster and faster, merging through your sixth dimensional frequencies and into the seventh dimension now, where we bring all the etheric Stargates to a gentle pause.
So now your etheric Stargate is vibrating in the frequency ranges of the seventh dimension. And so we ask each one of you now to ask inside for a strong seventh dimensional energy field within your etheric Stargate.
We call for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in all the etheric Stargates.
And what will start to happen is your Stargate will radiate this gentle seventh dimensional energetic around you. And in fact, it vibrates your energy field. And as your energy field vibrates, it vibrates your very DNA. So it is touching you at a cellular level. And remaining relaxed, keeping your eyes closed, what will happen quite naturally without doing anything? What will happen is your vibration will gently harmonize with these frequencies of the seventh dimension. It happens all by itself, just as you relax. It is that simple, it is that easy, nothing to do. Very good. And again, Do not be concerned if you are not feeling the energies yet. Just be relaxed. Keep the eyes closed so the energies can gently build within you. And so now we continue to vibrate your etheric stargate faster.
And so we are accelerating the vibration in all the etheric stargates. And we are vibrating now through your 8th dimensional frequencies into your 9th dimension and continuing to rise.
Moving into the 10th dimensional frequency ranges right now and still vibrating faster as we merge into that which you would call the 11th dimensional energies.
And accelerating into that which we call the 12th dimensional reality, where we bring all the stargates again to a gentle pause.
And so now your etheric stargate is vibrating in the frequency ranges of the 12th dimension. And so we ask each one of you to ask inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates around the world.
And as your stargate starts to radiate these frequencies around you, once more, slowly, slowly, your own energy gently rises and will harmonize, come into balance with these 12th dimensional frequencies. Again, nothing to do. It happens all by itself. Very good. And as you start to vibrate in harmony with these frequencies, you actually become more sensitive to the guides. And so we are now going to introduce just a few guides in And so as you vibrate with these frequencies of the 12th dimension, we are going to ask each one of you now to invite the presence of the angels. And just feel. Can you sense the energy changing around you as the angels bring their presence here? And you can invite them to come closer. Come closer. And many of you can feel their presence because they vibrate your energy field. And so you can feel the angels in your energetic field. It is not something to do, just relaxing and allowing for this possibility. And now we are going to introduce and invite some of the Ascended Masters. The first one we will invite is the one whom we call the Blessed Mother. She is the one who is known as the mother of this one, Jesus the Nazarene, Mary or Maria. And so we ask each one of you now to ask inside with feeling, with intention, to ask for the presence of the Blessed Mother Mary or Maria.
We call for the presence of the Blessed Mother, Mary, Maria.
And feel, here she comes. And just feel as she brings her energy to each one of us, as she brings her energy into your etheric stargate. And you too can invite her to come closer, to merge her energy with yours, if you wish. Very good.
Another ascended master wishing to join you. This is the one known as the Buddha.
And so each one of you asking inside for the presence of Lord Buddha.
We call for the presence of Gautama the Buddha.
And just feel, here comes his energy, the Buddha, coming to you just because you have asked. And so now you are gently being vibrated by the Stargate and the angels, by the Blessed Mother and the Buddha. And so we will invite another master now, well known to many, and actually very often associated with this place of Mount Shasta. And he is the one known as Saint Germain.
And so each one of us asking inside, we call for the presence of Saint Germain.
And again, just feel as Saint Germain brings his energy into this space. Very good. And one more ascended master, again, very well known to many. A divine feminine energy known for her compassion. She is the one known as Kuan Yin.
And so again, asking inside, we call for the presence of Kuan Yin.
And feel, here she comes. Yes, very good. And some of you might notice that you can feel as each master brings the energy to you. And then after a moment, they merge their energy with those who have come before, creating a field of oneness. And so you are being vibrated by these enlightened energies right now, being touched by their presence. We also work with those whom we call the star families. For your universe is not empty of beings. There are many enlightened civilizations around your universe. Your scientists have looked for evidence of other life forms. But beloved ones, they are not looking at the right place. They are not looking in the right dimension. And so we are going to invite few of these benevolent civilizations. So we are going to ask first for representatives of the Pleiadians to bring their energies to join and to support humanity's continued awakening.
And so we ask each one of you to ask inside now for the presence of the star family from the Pleiades.
We call for the presence of the Pleiadians. And just feel. Here they come. They come in their light bodies, high frequencies. Their whole civilization has reached that place that you call enlightenment. And they are here to support humanity as a whole, reaching enlightenment, so that you can also join the universal communities. Very good.
And so as the Pleiadians vibrate you, they are bringing a blueprint of enlightenment and beyond. Be aware as each of these star families bring their presence, you can feel them because their energy is vibrating your energy field. And as your energy field vibrates, it is vibrating your very DNA, awakening, stimulating higher levels and layers of your DNA to start functioning. For yes, you have the physical strands, but as many of you know, there are levels and layers of entanglement with that which we call your multidimensional DNA.
And so we invite another star family right now. They work with the Stargate very regularly. They are the Arcturans. And so we ask each one of you now to invite the Arcturans to come and join the Masters, the Angels, and the Pleiadians.
We call for the presence of the Arcturans.
And once more, just feel. Feel as the energy gently changes around you, as beings from Arcturus bring their energy here. And relax into this growing energy field. With each group or each individual, they bring their unique vibration, their unique frequencies. And so as we continue this meditation, there are more and more frequencies, more and more energetics gently vibrating you. Nothing to do, just relaxing into this growing energy field.
Another star family wishing to join you now. They are the Hathors. And so we ask each one of you to ask inside for the presence of the Hathors.
We call for the presence of representatives from the Hathors.
And feel. Here they come.
The Hathors, gently bringing their presence to join us all. Very good. And beloved ones, you are all connected. All these guides, the thousands of humans participating in this meditation, in this moment of your now, whether you are joining us live or whether you are joining us with a recording, your energy is merged together in the quantum field in this moment of now. So just feel. This particular meditation is simply to start to build an energy field which will be growing and growing throughout this day and the 4 days. This energy is a preparation to send out through the quantum field intentions for a newer, higher vibrational reality here on your earth. So that as humanity starts to function again, you do not go back to the old. You do not bring so many more limitations into your life. You start to create lives where there is more freedom, more abundance on all levels. The focus of these times is to understand how you create abundance. And abundance is not just money. We are talking about an abundance of love, an abundance of compassion, an abundance of freedom. Freedom to have time, freedom to have movement around this beautiful planet. A dissolving of borders between countries, but also borders between people. A dissolving of old judgments, an opening to respect and honor each one of ourselves, an honoring of our differences, as well as an honoring of our similarities. For it is the uniqueness of each individual that makes this world and this human experience so precious. And so, beloved ones, we invite you now just to feel your own energy. Bring your awareness to the vibration that is happening inside. Just feel. And many of you will notice that there is a subtle vibration occurring within. Nothing to do, just to notice, to acknowledge this to yourself. Very good. And then very, very slowly, without rushing, very slowly bring your awareness back. First of all, feeling yourself in the physical body. Feeling your body. And then when you are ready, feeling yourself very present in your room. And then very gently, when you wish, allow your eyes to come open again. Okay. So, that's the first experience. And we invite you just to allow this energy to stay with you. And if you wish, you can write in the chat box your experience. So, as I've said before, this is going out in 10 or 11 different channels. So write in your language, in your chat box, your experience, so that others can get a sense of all the different experiences that people have. Okay? And as Alcazar said, this is just the beginning. This is just the initial build-up. And so we're going to ask each one of you to be very alert when we take a break, that you maintain an awareness of the energy. The breaks are simply to drink some water, to go to the bathroom. Please don't start on your technology, not phoning people, whatever. Stay with the energy. Stay with what's happening. So
and you'll find if you do take a moment to close your eyes and tune in, you'll still feel the buzz of these energies. So during the breaks, make it a practice to actually attune. And that's how you become this tuning fork for these new frequencies. It's your personal invitation that allows these energies to build rather than dissipate. Okay.
So I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, when you see us looking over here, we're looking at the chat.
We have a large screen TV in the corner of the room so that everybody here can see your chat and can actually see the picture that you're seeing. And Steve is saying his first experience with the Stargate. At the beginning, I wept for the healing of the planet, unexpected energies. That's beautiful, Steve. Thank you for sharing that. And as somebody's saying, too many chats going through, it's difficult to read them. As soon as each session is over, there's going to be a replay. So within a minute or two after the session, the replay is available. We will be taking a 15-minute break, and during that break, you can actually scroll the chat and read some of these vibrations. Some of these comments, rather. And their vibrations, too. That's the other thing, yeah. Somebody is saying, beautiful, very energetic field, connected to the vastness of the quantum field. Yes. Somebody else saying, beautiful, the borders will dissolve. Yes. And Renat is saying, I could smell the angels. That's interesting because one of the things that starts to happen as we raise our vibration is all our senses that operate in the physical reality can actually operate in these other dimensions too. So it's actually quite normal for some people to experience fragrance.
And very, very beautiful fragrances, like things like vanilla or lavender. Flowers are really common, but they're not quite flowers. It's like the closest thing you could use to describe this. So really, one of the cool things about opening your senses to multidimensional experiences is you're going to see and hear and smell things that you haven't experienced here on the planet.
And we've often heard people, particularly artists, saying that they saw colors which they've never seen here in this 3D reality. And so several people on the English chat have said that they've been feeling tears. And as I said before, allow the tears. Somebody is saying, I felt home and softness, so light and so soft. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Someone else saying they felt dropped into their heart space. And that's a beautiful imagery. So that's another image you can use during the breaks, is just to take a moment to drop back in. Because what happens in these frequencies is that we let go of some of the dust that's accumulated, and it's like we feel free again. We feel that space of effortlessness, and it is like a breath of fresh air.
Okay. My 5-year-old niece is present, and she just told me that Prageet told me not to be on the cell phone. Great. Yes, these young ones really know. They connect into these energies very beautifully. Someone was asking before we started, is it okay to have their young children there? Absolutely. The young children don't need to meditate. They're in that state already. Vera is saying, I felt a lot of tingling in my crown chakra and my lumbar chakra. Somebody else a little bit earlier was saying that their spine was alive. Grace is saying, I felt a lot of healing in my body as well. So grateful. And so again and again, don't expect anything. And if you're just open and relaxed, without expectation, just being very present with the energies, however you sense them, then change happens. Sometimes it's obvious. A lot of the time, it's happening internally and it's not so obvious. Alma is saying it felt an amazing experience. I felt a lot of excitement, joy, and peace, and continue feeling the vibration of these energies. I could see clearly the image of the earth without borders and people sharing joy everywhere. Thank you. Bring me more. Absolutely. And Karen K is making a comment. Her question is, what about falling asleep? Thank you for asking that, Karen, because this is an experience that many people have. In these meditations, sometimes your consciousness or your awareness shifts into a higher reality, a place where the mind can't go. And so you're in that space, you're actually very open and receptive to the energies. But because the mind can't go to that place, when you come back at the end of the meditation, the mind thinks, oh, I must have been asleep. So like several people are making comments like this now. So it's not sleep. It's a place where you're actually very open and receptive. So don't worry about that. Just tune in as you come back and you can feel that subtle vibration happening. Okay?
Yeah. And whenever I go into that very deep space where it feels like I'm asleep, there are two things that let me know that it's not sleep. One is I'm back exactly at the end of the meditation. And the second is if I tune into my body, it's like I'm tingling all over.
And that's interesting. Layla is saying, a deer is sleeping peacefully now outside my window. Wow. It came when the webinar started. I mentioned in a talk I was doing yesterday, we did some workshops in the Sacramento area and in a friend's home, and she had many animals. And when we did the meditation, the donkey would come right up to the window. and once there was a hog, a pig, that came up to the window because they feel the energy. And so many people say that their cats and their dogs, when the energy comes in, they come and they enjoy it as well.
Yeah. So I do want to say, for those people who are having trouble with their internet connection, this is just one of the things we have to contend with while we're live streaming. So it could be that it's just your connection in your home. So if it continues to be shaky for you, I would say wait for the replay and you should have a very smooth stream. Okay?
And Patricia is saying, I want to cry, and allow the crying. It's so important. You don't have to figure out why you're crying. It's just a release. Let go. Let go. And TJ Moore is saying that her dog came as well. So that's beautiful. So we're going to take a 15-minute break now. So again, we're going to ask you, maintain your energy presence. Stay focused, drink some water, go to the bathroom if you wish, and keep the energy field. And then come back as soon as you're ready and sit and meditate, and we'll join you in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. And so that you all know, the replay videos are virtually instantly available on the same links that you would click to join us live. So those will be available within like 2 minutes after we end the broadcast today. So after the 3-hour broadcast, we'll say goodbye, and then the replay video will be there for you. Right now, we're just going to turn our camera and mic off and take a break and be back in 15.
So don't turn your connection off. Stay with us. Okay?
Okay? See you soon. Go ahead and press. So we're back. Hello, everyone.
So we invite you all just to rejoin us. Be comfortable, relaxed.
And we'll say hello to all the translators.
And thank you so much for the organizers and translators have been doing so much behind the scenes in order to get this ready. So thank you very much. So here we are in Mount Shasta when our intention was to be gathering in Slovenia.
And that's also a part of why we had translators in 10 languages who all had their calendars blocked out to be with us these days.
And many of them have got airline tickets and hotels and so on. But it was important to continue doing these meditations at this time, even though we didn't realize as we were booking this what would be happening.
So originally, these 4 days were going to be at this beautiful big hotel in Slovenia overlooking the Mediterranean Sea with 1,000 people in person with us.
And a couple thousand more online. But instead of 3,000, we now have
12,000 people. So this is part of what our intention has been, is for us all collectively and across the globe to create this huge wave of energy. Because this is one of the things Alcazar told us was a potential for the gathering over these days.
And the focus of this gathering that we were going to do in Slovenia was a blueprint for abundance on all levels. And so we're going to be working towards that in these 4 days. And our intention is still, if it's possible, to have a physical gathering at some point where we can join together and have lots of people together. And because it's so beautiful seeing and being with people from many, many different countries. We had over 40 countries last year, and we would have had about 50 countries this year had it happened. So we're going to start building the energy today actually by bringing in the energetics that Alcazar guided last year. And the focus last year was a blueprint for a new humanity. So a blueprint in English it's the drawing that an architect will make if he wants to build a house, for example. And so the drawing has all the different subtle parts. And then the builder uses that to create the physical building. So Alcazar said the blueprint for a new humanity is an energetic blueprint. It was actually an energy form which each one of us present downloaded in a meditation process that Alcazar guided. And so we will be doing something similar, because what's happened since last year is that we've shared this meditation, and each time it happens, the meditation gets shorter and more precise, because the more people who download the blueprint for new humanity, the faster it happens for new people.
So in 2019, we had this buildup over 4 days that culminated in the download of this blueprint for a new humanity. And that was an event that we co-created with Robert Coxon and Lily Wong. And it's Robert's music that you're hearing during the meditation. So we want to thank both of them for helping to co-create the blueprint for a new humanity. This is an enhancement of our interface with our higher dimensional DNA. Because as Kryon likes to say, we already have all that higher dimensional DNA. That's who we truly are. So we should say a little bit about what is multidimensional DNA and what does it hold for us.
So, Valkazar do it.
Yeah.
And so, beloved ones, for those of you who are not so familiar with our work and the various descriptions that we use, we would like to say to you something which might seem very strange initially. You are a super consciousness. The real you is actually this super consciousness, a small part of which is in your human form. Your human consciousness, your human awareness is a small part of the vast consciousness that you are. The process of learning and growing, evolving, and raising your vibration is in order for more of your super consciousness to be in the physical form. And the more conscious that you are in the physical form, the more your abilities open, the more creative you become, and the more you understand the very act of how to create that which you wish to have in your life. Your super consciousness is always connected to your humanness. But most people are totally unaware of that. Your super consciousness wants to guide your humanness so that your human part can have the most beautiful experience here in this physical reality. So your super consciousness tries to guide you, to talk to you, or to show you direction, what to do. And this guidance comes through that which you call your intuition. Intuition is sometimes that small voice inside. Intuition can also come as a feeling. For some people, it comes as a vision. And some even see it as if it is words moving past on a screen. So it is different ways your intuition can communicate with you. Follow your intuition. Develop your intuition. Why? Because it is your intuition that is wanting to bring to you the best experience every moment. Okay. So the blueprint for a new humanity. As has been said already, a blueprint is not the reality, but it is where you are wanting, what you are wanting to create, where you are wanting to go to. And so in your Slovenia last year, we created with your super consciousness a blueprint for each one of you individually. And we created an energetic field that allowed you to download, so to speak, into your energy field this blueprint, which is unique to you. And as you have heard already, since then, over this past year, we have, with others, created yet again this blueprint. And as more people receive this blueprint for a new humanity, it becomes easier and easier for others to receive it. And so the process is faster. In a few moments, we will guide you through a meditation so that each one of you can receive this blueprint for a new humanity. Many of you have actually had that experience already. And what will be occurring for you as you repeat this process is that it can have more detail. It can be more finely tuned because now you are far more receptive than you were a year ago or a few months ago. The initial blueprint is grounded there, and now you can develop it.
And so what is this higher dimensional DNA? Beloved ones, we would suggest that within your higher dimensional DNA is the key to who you truly are. Your super consciousness, your interface with the quantum reality. And so if you can recognize that you are far more than this expression, this body-mind mechanism, your higher dimensional DNA is the record of who you are. It is the living energy of your spirit, your superconsciousness. And so what this blueprint for a new humanity truly is inviting you into is a magnet to bring more of who you are into this reality, to live in connection with your superconsciousness and all the synchronicity, the alignment, the flow and the joy that this can bring. Are you ready for this? There is far more we are wishing to bring to you these days. The blueprint for abundance, beloveds, is being shifted in this time. The focus was more individual. With what has occurred around your world, with this global shutdown, we are inviting you to focus on what does abundance on all levels look like for an entire society? What does it look like for an entire planetary reality? Because understand, there has been fear in the consciousness of humanity. That fear is ready to dissolve. Much of that has already dissolved. And we are inviting you to replace that uncertainty about the future with a vision for something a little brighter.
And so we will go into that vision a little bit later. But if you haven't started to think about it, then that's something in the breaks. Just think about, how would you like society to be? How would you like to be in a new reality? And so we're going to move into a meditation right now. And so again, we're going to ask you to tune in, feel your own energy.
And again, we'll have a music link. So we'll ask all of the organizers in the other languages to drop those links in the chat. And once you have the level as you like it, go ahead and relax, go inside.
Okay. So just totally allowing the body to relax, get comfortable. Adjust the music if you're choosing to have music. And then close your eyes. And beloved ones, feel yourself very present in your physical body. And now each one of you tuning in to your own energy. feel your own energy. Feel the subtle vibrations occurring inside. And now each one of you asking with a strong intention, asking the guides who were with us in the last meditation to bring their energy strongly into this moment right now.
And so we call for the presence of all the guides to bring their energy to us right now.
And just feel, for they are already changing the vibration around us. And so once more, each one of you asking inside for your etheric stargate to come to you again.
We call for the presence of our etheric stargate and visualizing your stargate forming around you, feeling the consciousness joining you once again.
Very good. Very good.
And the stargate responds individually to your intention. So just asking your stargate to radiate a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for an even stronger 12th dimensional energetic field. Very good. And so, beloved ones, we have already invited the angels, some ascended masters, and some of the star families. But we know that many of you have a connection with different guides that we have not mentioned. You have a connection perhaps with different star families that we have not mentioned. And so first we are going to invite each one of you to invite any guides that you wish to bring into this meditation. So just take a moment if you have a guide or guides that you would like to invite, and just invite them to bring their energies here now.
We call for the presence of our guides, the ones we feel a connection with. You can even ask for your personal guidance system, those beings who are guides for you throughout this life, sometimes throughout many lifetimes.
And so just feel as many guides now are bringing their energy into this global meditation, this global energy field where thousands of people and thousands of physical stargates are all joined together in these growing energetic fields. Feel the energy and relax into it as you perceive it. Very good. Take a moment and just relax a little deeper. Very good. As we said a few moments ago, we have created a blueprint for a new humanity, and it is created with your superconsciousness. And so we invite you, if this is a new idea, we invite you to be open to the possibility that you are indeed a vast consciousness, a small part of which right now is in the human form, and that your superconsciousness wishes to assist in your evolution. Your superconsciousness wishes for you to receive or to enhance the blueprint for a new humanity. And so we are asking each one of you now to allow for the possibility that you are in fact a superconscious being, and to ask now for your superconsciousness to send a little energy to your humanness with the message of, I am here. Yes, this is real for you. So each one of you now asking inside to your superconsciousness, please, just give me a little sense of more energy so I know that you're real right now.
So asking inside, we call for an energetic signal from our superconsciousness to our humanness.
And just see, maybe many of you will are feeling just a gentle, energetic nudge from your superconsciousness. Whether or not you felt that, we are going to ask each one of you now, if you wish to receive or enhance the blueprint for a new humanity, we are going to ask each one of you to ask inside, to ask your superconsciousness, please assist me in receiving, downloading the blueprint for a new humanity. Each one of you asking inside your superconsciousness to assist you in receiving or enhancing the blueprint for a new humanity. Very good. And now we are going to introduce you to another group who work very, very often with the Stargate around the world. And this group is known to us as the Galactic Command. The Galactic Command is a gathering of many of these benevolent star families. They work together. They live in spacecraft, many, many spacecraft, which are around our solar system, but they are also very present within your very atmosphere, unseen most of the time. And so the Galactic Command is charged with supporting human evolution. This is one of their functions. And they support bringing energies when asked. And so the Galactic Command are going to be supporting us as we bring this blueprint to each and every one of you. And so we are asking your permission now. So each one of you, we are asking your permission to bring this blueprint to you. And so it is necessary for you to say, yes, please, I would like this, or acknowledge in some way that you would like to experience. If you choose not to, then simply say, no, thank you, not at this time, or I'm not interested. If you do not respond, we will assume that you are not wanting this at this moment. So it is important for you to let us know that you want this, if indeed you do. Very good. So for those of you who have said they would like to participate in this experience, we ask each one of you now to ask inside and to call for the presence of the support of the Galactic Command.
So we call for the presence and the support of the Galactic Command.
And some of you might sense as a gentle energy connects into this global energetic field that we are creating together. Very good. And so the blueprint for a new humanity comes to you in a series of energetic transmissions from your superconsciousness, from the guides, and from the Galactic Command who are supporting this process. And so first of all, we are asking for the first energetic to come down to each one of you. And this energetic will be as if you are surrounded by a warm blanket or a cocoon of energy. And so we are asking now for this first energetic to come from the Galactic Command to each and every individual. And it is coming right now. Many of you will start to sense it. And it is an energy coming down around you, which you might feel outside of your physical body, as if you are being surrounded by a gentle, warm blanket or a cocoon of energy. A cocoon is what a caterpillar creates around itself as it is guided into transformation. And so this cocoon is being formed around you right now. Why a cocoon? Because you are all individual. You are all unique. You are all different in many different subtle energetic ways. And so the energies that will be coming to you are indeed unique to you, aligned with you. And so they are making this cocoon a little stronger now. There is plenty of space to be moved within it. Do not feel restricted. And into this cocoon, we are going to bring some different energetics. And so, again, we are going to ask the Galactic Command for the first energy. And so, here comes the first energetic coming to each one of you, again, as we said, unique to you. And this first energy is coming down into your cocoon right now. These energies will be subtle and they will get a little stronger. So you might feel as if there is a gentle energy within your cocoon right now. This is an energetic to assist the preparation of receiving the blueprint. This energetic is working with you at a cellular level, at the level of your very DNA. And so this soft, gentle energy is a preparation. Very good. Relaxing into it, nothing to do, not trying to direct the energies in any way. And that energy will continue to flow to you. And now, from your super consciousness, another energetic will be flowing down into your cocoon. And we are asking your super consciousness to bring this into your cocoon right now. So now there is an energy from you to your humanness. And again, some of you might sense this, feeling almost a loving, warm energy. But as you are all unique, some of you will feel it in different ways. And as this energy comes into your cocoon, you might feel as if there is an energetic build-up within your cocoon, almost as if there is a gentle pressure around your physical body. It is an energetic pressure, and it is perfectly okay. Relaxing into it. Very good. Very good. And so the next energy is a new energy which is being introduced into the blueprint for a new humanity. This particular energy has not been added up until now. And so this next energy is an energetic of support. So let us give you an image to understand this. If you are a builder wanting to build this house from the blueprint that you have been given, you need many tools. You need tools to construct this house. And so what we are going to be bringing into your cocoon right now are energetic tools that will accelerate for each one of you the ability to receive and then work towards being this new human. The blueprint does not make you the new human. The blueprint is an energetic form which you will grow into. It will almost be like a magnet which draws you into a higher level of existing, to become a more beautiful, abundant, loving, compassionate being. And so the galactic command now, again, sending energies uniquely to you, are starting to bring an energetic of support into your cocoon right now. Here it comes. A gentle energy again, unique to you, coming into your cocoon. An energy that will support you, give you the tools, so to speak, to draw more quickly a new reality into your life. Again, this is something that you move towards. Your intention to change is needed in order to actually benefit from what we are sharing now. But beloved ones, we understand that if you are here participating in this experience, virtually every single one of you has the intention to change, to become a more beautiful person. And so these energies are still flowing into your cocoon. And as we said before, some of you will feel as if there is a pressure of energy around you, which is being held within your personal cocoon. Very good. Very good. Nothing to do. And now we are going to bring the energetic of this blueprint. Before we bring it, we are going to say a little about it. This blueprint for a new humanity is constructed by your super consciousness in alignment with the field of humanity. And so when you are receiving this energy, know that it is designed by you for your humanness. And so the blueprint for a new humanity process has evolved over these last year. And so now the final energy, the blueprint for you as a new human, is being downloaded right now into your cocoon. And you might feel once more an energy coming to you, coming to your cocoon. Welcome it. This is a potential for a new you, a new, more evolved you. And so as all these energies that we have described, they are still flowing into your cocoon. Relaxing into these energetics, nothing to do. And now we are going to ask and invite the Galactic Command to actually seal your cocoon. So your cocoon is now sealed completely around you. And it is in that moment when the cocoon is totally complete that the transformation starts to happen for the caterpillar. The old breaks down. It goes through a chaos as the old structures within break down. And then, as you know, after a short period of time, the butterfly emerges. It is a little different for the human. You will absorb these energies in a moment, and then the time period is elongated because there is such a great potential for each and every one of you. You are vast beings with a huge potential. And so, depending on your own intention, how fast you wish to transform, your intention will guide the rate of transformation. So, feeling the cocoon around you right now. And the difference between the caterpillar and the human is that now we are going to invite you to invite your cocoon to actually start to shrink. And as it very slowly shrinks, the energy in your cocoon moves into your energetic field. And so as the cocoon gets closer and closer to your physical body, you are absorbing all those energies. And slowly, slowly inviting those energies to come into your field. We are giving you an image, but this image is giving a message to your superconsciousness. It is giving a message also to your subconscious, telling your subconscious that you are ready to change. You are ready to evolve. So your superconsciousness and your subconscious will work together. And continue drawing the cocoon until it is right next to your physical body, and then you can bring the cocoon itself into you. Very good. And so in this way, the blueprint is now within your energy field. And so now we invite each one of you to ask for the cocoon itself to be dissolved. And so just asking and visualizing the cocoon that has been around you, that is now within the physical, asking for the cocoon to be dissolved, imagining it, visualizing the cocoon dissolving, and all those beautiful energies of support are now embedded, so to speak, within you, within your human energetic field. Energies which will support you in your own personal evolution into a higher vibrating, higher consciousness, more aware individual. And taking a moment just to allow these energies to integrate. Nothing to do. You don't have to try and direct them or move them. Just relaxing into them. And just being aware of your own energy field. Some of you will be feeling almost like an inner peace right now. Some of you will still be feeling energized. As we keep on saying, you are all unique, so your experiences will be different and unique to you. Right now, these are a few moments of integration, absorbing these energies that you have invited. Very good. Staying present, relaxed, allowing for the possibility that change and the support for change is coming to you, is being absorbed by you right now, so that you can move more rapidly along your own self-created path to more awareness, more presence, bringing in so much love, joy into your life. Very good. Very good. Very good. And so, once more, beloveds, feeling yourself in the physical body, very, very slowly coming back, and perhaps just moving the body a little, a gentle stretch, or a yawn, or a deeper breath, just to feel yourself totally back. Very good. Okay. And so, again, we're always fascinated by your experience because everyone is unique. We feel things in a different way. And to read in the chat box, your experiences help us to understand what these energies are bringing.
Oh.
So, because there are many different channels, you're chatting into your language channel, and that's great, because in that way you're sharing with people who can understand what you're saying. Because unfortunately, one of my temporary limitations is I only speak in English. So I'm just looking, as I said, we have a big TV screen right here, and we can see some of your comments. Monique is saying, non-stop crying, so emotional, in and out of sleeping. And again, Monique, it's not sleep, but that's great. You're moving in and out of that place where you're totally receptive.
I felt that deep peace at the end before Alcazar said it. And when he said it, I realized, oh, that's happening.
That's interesting. Somebody was just saying the number of people was 4044 at the end of the meditation. And 4 is the number of the earth. And when there's 3, it's a catalyst. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just saying that. A catalyst of earth, changes for the earth. And we are all very much part of the earth.
Someone said they've never felt so much love before.
Beautiful. Get used to it. There's even more coming. That was so powerful. I'm meditating in my backyard at home. Oh, and it's gone. There's something about a blue jay, I think. Yeah. I'm feeling lots of energy moving through me. Yes.
Oh, make sure you drink a lot of water today. In fact, if you can, go get yourself some water right now. It's really important to flush out the toxins, because it's almost like you're getting a big etheric massage with these frequencies vibrating your cells. So the water helps to flush that stuff out, because when we raise our vibration, there's actually a physical cellular response to that. So there's a cleansing that can happen.
Someone's saying they're still floating. Again, it's difficult to read all the comments because they're going through so fast. Getting much tingling under my body. After dissolving the cocoon, my body felt very warm, almost like a fever. Great. That's energy moving. In these meditations, sometimes people feel very warm. And Alcazar's described in the past that on a cellular level, when your cells are vibrating, on a physical level they're vibrating, it's friction. It creates heat. Simple.
And if you find yourself getting cold in these meditations, that's an indication that your energy presence, your consciousness is being lifted up. So you're being worked with at a higher level. So physically worked on is warm, energetically worked on is cold.
Several people saying they feel warm or
Cool.
hot. Again, more crying. Beautiful. Allow the tears. Big yawns of release. Great. Yeah. My body is a vibrating cocoon. Beautiful. It will dissolve at the right moment. So much love in the heart. Yes. Okay. So, it's lovely just to see all these comments happening.
Someone's 10-year-old daughter came in and said that she loved her so much and her energy was beautiful.
Oh, how sweet. Lots of colors this time, really strong energies. When I received the blueprint, I began to cry. Yeah. The blueprint felt like a warm suit. Felt like being a baby, being born again. Yes. Still getting goosebumps. I think somebody just said that they felt pain being triggered in their heart chakra. Great. So let me explain why I think that's great. Because all our chakras, through the lives that we've led and the conditioning that we've had put on us, aren't functioning in a great open, expanded way as they're designed to. And so they're in this old limiting structure. And so when the energy comes in and they're almost being forced to become more open and more receptive, it even feels a bit painful. And so just celebrate that is happening and just feel as if, or imagine that pain is like an aching joint that hasn't been used for a long time. And as you use it, as it becomes more flexible, the pain goes away and there's just a celebration of, wow, amazing.
This is something that can happen sometimes with the realignments, is as that part of us is being kind of energized, there's almost like a breaking of a shell and then the pain dissolves.
Somebody else saying they felt a pain in the heart chakra. Yeah, again, so don't be concerned about that. Just see that, visualizing it as an opening that's happening. Because if you think of it as pain, then there's part of you that shuts down. Oh dear, something bad is happening. No, it's the opposite. Something beautiful is happening. Yes. Some comments in Spanish happening there. I'm sure they're really great. Thank you, Mariana. Felt pain in my right side, under my breast. I had to put my hand there to smooth, and a bit of a headache. Again, all these things, just say, great. It's the old releasing. It's the old tension releasing. Somebody saying, breathe, breathe, breathe. Yes, absolutely. It is the release of old energy. It is the release of the old limitations. Cool. Okay. And again, drink, 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 lots of water. People tend to avoid that because it means you have to go to the bathroom. Drink water, run to the bathroom, come back, meditate some more. If you can hold it onto the break, that's fine. And somebody actually made a comment that they needed to go to the bathroom, but the energy stayed with them. Again, it's up to you. It's your intention that maintains your connection to the energy field. Okay.
Okay.
Yay, that was really cool. So I'm seeing there's lots and lots of questions there. It's a little difficult for us to answer questions whilst we're doing it live like this, but we will look at the questions, but not whilst we're still live. We'll look at them and pick out some of the ones and we'll answer them later or tomorrow. So what else are you reading, Jules?
Someone's saying that they felt swarms or saw swarms of geometric beings coming into their cellular structure, which is interesting because our guide Alcazar has said that there are dimensional realities where consciousness expresses as various geometries. So perhaps you have an aspect in that dimension that you're connecting with.
And someone is saying, my head feels like a limitless bowl. That's interesting. Yeah. Totally receptive. That's beautiful. And Ayelet is saying something in Hebrew. Love you, Ayelet. Ayelet is a Stargate organizer in Israel, but she also is very connected with Telos and arranges the Israeli Telos group. Thank you for being with us. Gary is saying, I'm sleeping deeply. You can't be that much asleep, Gary, if you're typing in the chat box. Pat said she also saw a loving eye watching you. And actually, that's something that happens to a lot of people. They see eyes. And that can be many different beings, but it's a guide of some sort, acknowledging you. And it's showing you that your inner vision is beginning to open. And that's something that happens for more and more people doing these meditations. Each time you meditate with the Stargate, it builds on your energy. And as your energy gently gets higher, rises, abilities start to happen. There are dozens and dozens of people over the years, for example, who've realized that they have healing abilities, and they quit their job and they become healers. And that's incredibly beautiful. There are others who have felt such a connection to the Stargate that they've actually started to guide Stargate groups. They come, they do a training with us, and then they are guiding. And almost everyone that does the training says to us, I couldn't believe it. When I asked for the Stargate to activate, the energy came in. And when I asked for the guides came in. It's like an amazing experience. It's like we just happen to be the ones that are guiding this process, but it's not unique to us.
And it's important to understand, we're not here generating this energy and then pumping it out around the world. Literally, every single person who's tuning in is generating this energy with your intention, with your willingness to be receptive. You are literally a nexus point for a global connected oneness that's going to be building throughout these 4 days.
And Olivia is saying, yes, my hands turned on and got super hot. Haven't felt that since my Reiki Master's attunement. Yes, energy is flowing. I mean, just you talking about it, I can feel my hands. It's interesting. When you focus on something, then you become more aware of that. So yeah, I'm feeling my hands right now, the energy in my hands. I'm seeing a lot of new galactic beings. Also, I see a lot of human people. Some of them I do not know. I do know. Some of them I do not know. Yeah, and I missed the rest of that. Yeah. Somebody asking if we sell the Stargate structures. Yes, you can write to support at thestargateexperience.com. Somebody saw a sphere with DNA inside, sending love from Argentina. It's like all kinds of experiences happen. And just be with what's happening. Sometimes the mind will come in and say things like, oh, that's not real. That was my imagination. So let me just listen to this explanation, because this is really important. In the past, men particularly have said to women, oh, that's just your imagination. Because women are very intuitive and perceive things much more than men used to be able to. So, Alcazar has said, your imagination is your ability to image, to see. Imagination is the ability to see. So, your imagination sometimes is your ability to see into these other dimensions. Your imagination also is a tool as part of the process of creation. You can't make something new until you imagine it. So imagination is an incredible gift. Don't put down, don't belittle your imagination or the imagination of others, especially the imagination of children.
Imagination is also a tool to hone your focus and to create catalytic change. So imagining your body opening is like a very gentle way of asking your body to open, for example. And I just imagined something when we were focusing on our hands and feeling the energy. I was imagining everyone around the world who's hearing these words, taking a moment to close your eyes and put your hands out. Feel the air on your skin and just imagine that the energy that you feel in your hands is extending out into the quantum field. And just imagining that you could connect with every other person through your hands. Like you're sending and receiving energy to all the thousands of people hearing these words, whether they're listening to the replay, whether they're live with us right now, connecting into the quantum field. Just notice what you feel.
Now my hands are very energized and a lot of humming of agreement in the room here. Yeah.
So we will move now into the next break. And the invitation, again, is to hold that presence. Stay with your experience.
Oh, Lorena is saying actually today, April the 30th, is the Day of the Children here in Mexico.
Oh,
Beautiful. Well, let's send all our love to all the children in the world and include the most special child, which is your own inner child. Okay, so we're going to take a break now for 15 minutes, and then we will see you again for the last section of today. And just allow yourself to maintain this energy. The cocoon is still working within you. Okay? We love you. See you in a short
see
while.
you in 15 minutes. Oh, hi, we're back.
Oh, we didn't even realize. So we should also give a special mention to all those people that have been helping us behind the scenes, getting all this ready.
Yeah.
Because it's been an incredibly big project.
It's very intense, the energetic buildup that happens, but it's also intense getting all of the technology ready.
Especially because we were waiting for technology to come to support us with this, and it just arrived now, one day too late. But anyway, we're doing pretty well right now, so that's great. Things seem to be settling down now, and the pictures seem to be working. So, time to move on. So again, I just invite you, just take a moment, close your eyes, and just feel your own energy, because it's moving within us. And you can feel, most people will be able to feel that their energy is vibrating perhaps a little differently than when you started the day. And can you imagine that there's more than 12,000 people all vibrating a little differently? In fact, there's more than that, because people are watching on YouTube and we can't count the numbers there. People are also watching on, what's the other one? Facebook. So lots of people watching on Facebook. So we don't know how many people are participating, but all these people vibrating, putting their energies together with intention to change ourselves and to change the world. So in a moment, we want to do a meditation which happened, I don't know how many years ago, a number of years ago, and it really surprised us because we had no idea that it was going to happen. And the Galactic Command was guiding the process. And so I'd like just to tell you briefly how that meditation works, and then we'll actually go into it. So, let me see. The way the meditation works is that the Galactic Command are sending pulses of energy, super, super, super fast pulses of energy. And with each pulse of energy, what happens is it disconnects part of our DNA from the rest of us, and then instantly reconnects it. So with each pulse, there's a group of DNA is disconnected and reconnected. And these pulses are happening so fast that we don't feel them as pulses. Many people feel them just as a gentle flow of energy. And so Alcazar was describing why that's being offered to us. And again, it's totally up to you whether or not you choose to have that meditation. But what's happening is that we are being disconnected from the old way of being and connected back into the moment. And the thing is that right now, our moment is vibrating with this new energetic of the blueprint for new humanity that we've all downloaded and we're still integrating. And so if we do this meditation, and if we're disconnecting just for a microsecond from the old being, we are totally freshly new in the moment. So yes, the old limitations may still be there, but the attachment to them is different now. It's been the habit and the persistence of these limitations has been disconnected, and we're reconnected. And yes, we still have the same limitations, but the addiction to them and the structure of them has changed. And in this moment, we also have these new energies which can be anchored in a totally different way. So that's the intention behind this meditation.
And someone dropped in the chat that this came through in Marin in 2017. So thank you for that. It's so cool that people who follow us.
Yeah.
And a big hello to all of our friends all over the world. Because we mentioned we have 10 languages, but really we have friends in so many different countries around the world. And we just want to give you all a big etheric hug.
I mean, I'm looking at the chat box. We can't say hi to everyone that that we remember or we recognize, because otherwise we wouldn't get anything else done. And for me, I'm really disappointed in a way that we're sat here instead of being with you physically in Slovenia, but also it's such a joy to know that so many people are connecting in together, and we're doing this all together.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we have had some exciting developments that have happened because we've been here.
Oh,
we'll tell you about. Well, I don't know.
I don't know whether we should tell them or not.
We'll tell you. We will tell you.
All right then. After the meditation.
After the meditation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that's been happening at the same time as we've been preparing for this. So it's like, whoa, have we been super busy? And I have to admit, I have been super stressed as well.
It's all dissolving now. And that's the beautiful thing about working with these energies, is like I got to feel held in total peace earlier. So I would actually invite you, just take a moment wherever you are, close your eyes, just take a moment to reflect, to revisit some of the spaces within your own consciousness, your own awareness that you've been to just in this first day. We hit upon these states and they promise us so much more. So we hit on a place where we feel this deep peace, but it promises this unfolding where there can be access to even vaster realms of experiencing. And so this is what, at least for me, drives me forward. And it's also why it's so exciting to show up for an event like this, because we don't know what's going to happen, and we get to unfold along with all of you in these experiences.
Yeah, I mean, what Jules said is really true. We don't know. It's like in the break, we just go and say, okay, what's next? And just feel what wants to happen next. And this meditation is what wants to come through. And so I think, are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it. So once again, the music will be dropped into the chat.
For those of you who like music, let's go.
Okay.
And I just want to thank those people that are here physically, because they're creating such a beautiful, peaceful, energetic in the room here. Okay, so we invite each and every one of you just to get very comfortable, relax, close your eyes, and just visualize connecting with all these people around the world. And again, a reminder to those who are watching the recording, be with us right in this moment of now, because you will feel the energy of these meditations and you will contribute to the energy of these meditations. And so, beloved ones, again, we invite you simply to acknowledge your etheric stargate. If you have disconnected from it, simply invite it to be with you again.
And so we call for the presence of our etheric stargate. We recreate our connection with the stargate consciousness.
Very good. And again, each one of you asking with a strong intention for all the guides who have been working with us today to bring their energies back a little stronger into the rooms around the world. Just feel, can you feel the response? For the guides are already responding. There is a gentle influx of energy, just an acknowledgement, just a yes, we are still with you. And we can see that so many of you can feel that. So, as these two have already explained, in this meditation, we are offering you the opportunity for the support to disconnect and to reconnect. So you are disconnecting from the old you and reconnecting to you in this moment. And as has already been said, this does not remove any of your limitations, but what it does do is gives you the opportunity to not to be connected so much to the addiction that you have to these old limiting patterns. It is an opportunity for you, perhaps, to move into the new in a new way. Okay? So, what will be occurring is that the Galactic Command will be sending pulses of energy super fast into your energy field. It will disconnect and reconnect different parts of your physicality in microseconds. So fast you will not feel it. At the end of the process, you might well feel more energized. Why? Because your relationship to your physical body will have changed. Yes, overall, you will feel exactly the same, but there will be a sense that you might notice something changed. And the beautiful thing of doing this meditation at this time, whilst you are all still very much aware of the vibrations of the new blueprint for humanity that are within you, there is a great opportunity for you to reconnect in a higher way. Okay? So, again, we ask your permission for this. It is up to you whether you choose to participate in this particular meditation or not. And so if you would like us to support you in this way, then just give us your permission. Say, yes, please, or I would like that, well, however you care to do it. And should you choose not to, then simply say, no, thank you, or not right now. And as before, if you do not respond, we will assume that you do not wish to have this at this time. Very good. And so again, we ask each and every one of you to ask inside for the presence of the galactic command.
We call for the presence of the galactic command.
And just feel, because they will connect to you energetically, just a gentle connection right now. They will not start the process as yet, but you might just feel a subtle connection beginning to happen. And during this process, as we have said, it happens so rapidly, you will not feel these pulses, but you might sense an energy flow coming to you. And so now we ask the galactic command to start the process right now. And it is happening. And as we observe you, we notice that some of you are feeling a slight tingling, which is wonderful. That is a sense of what is occurring. These pulses are happening very, very rapidly, and they are working with different aspects of the physical very rapidly, disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. Nothing to do. Just being very present, not trying to figure out what is happening, just being totally relaxed, absolutely relaxed in the physical body. And you might sense the energy. Some of you might feel it as if energies are moving around within your body. Again, and we stress again and again, you are all unique. And so the way we work with you is also very unique. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Very good. This process still continuing. Very good. We are approximately halfway through the process already. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Very good. And we ask you now to visualize the cocoon and the energies within the cocoon that you have drawn into your energy field. Visualize that now. And just be aware of your own energies and imagining those energies within the cocoon being drawn into your own energetic field. Very good. Nothing to do. Just being relaxed as these pulsing energies continue to move through your physicality. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Something that you are not even sensing that is happening because it is so fast. The closest you can come to it is the tingling that some of you are sensing. But it is not necessary to feel a tingling. For again, it is happening just for some of you. Very good. Just a few moments more, staying present, relaxed in these soft energies. Very good. And now the galactic command of very slowly and gently bringing this process to completion. And as each one of you are brought to completion, still few more people we are working with. And now all is done. And for those who are questioning, will this happen in the recording? Absolutely. And if you wish, you can repeat this meditation, because it will again loosen your strong bonds to some of the limitations that you still carry. And now we are going to ask each one of you to ask inside for the angelic realm to bring more of their presence here, just to support you in this new connection to your physical body.
And so, asking inside, we call for the presence of the angelic realm.
And just feel as the angels bring a supportive, loving energy into our field, into this global meditation, and just inviting the angels to bring their form of nourishment to your physical body. Inviting the angels to bring their form of nourishment to your physical body. And just relax into that. Very good.
And the ones known as the whales and the dolphins are wishing to bring their energies, their consciousness into this experience, into this moment of time. And so we ask each one of you to ask inside now for the presence of the dolphins and the whales.
We call for the presence of the dolphins and the whales.
And
feel as they bring their energy here. And some of you might even feel or sense or see the whales and dolphins as if they are swimming around you. For we are all in the quantum field in these meditations. In the quantum field, there is no distance. In the quantum field, there is no time. And all can come together as one in the quantum field. So the whales and dolphins who are holding energy and information for humanity, they are waiting for humanity to become more present, more awake, And then they will share the information they have been holding on your behalf. They will start to share it with humanity once more. And we are feeling right now it would be of great benefit to ask this one, Julianne, to share a particular energy that comes through her. It is called the essence of life. And so we are going to invite her to share this energetic, this essence of life with you. As always, there is nothing to do. And so we invite you all just to be aware of your own energy field right now. In a moment, when we ask Julianne to start to radiate this energy, this essence of life, if you are focused on your own energy, if you are sensing your own energy, you will feel your energy change as the essence of life washes over you. And so now, Julianne, we ask you to begin to radiate the essence of life to all those around the world in this moment of now. And already you might sense a gentle shift. For many people, there will be an energy within your physical heart or your heart center. But the essence of life touches every cell of the body. There are many levels or flavors of the essence energy. And in a moment, we will ask this one to raise the frequency up to the next level. And so being aware of your own energy field, and maybe you will notice the shift as Julianne now starts to radiate the next level of the essence of life. Some of you are very sensitive to energy and can feel that gentle shift. Do not be concerned if you do not notice the subtle change. It is still working with you, whether you are aware of it or not. Very good. And just asking within, asking every cell of your body to relax and open a little more to this essence of life energy. Just asking each cell to open and receive. And once more, we are going to invite Julianne to share another level of the essence of life energy. So just feel. Maybe you notice the shift happening now. Very good. And just a moment longer. And so we thank you, beloved one. And so we invite each and every one of you just to be aware of your own energetic presence, feeling the vibration, feeling the sensation within your body and within your energy field. Just acknowledging to yourself what you are noticing. And then bringing yourself fully back into your physical body, feeling yourself present in the body. And once more, very slowly, very gently, bringing your awareness back into your room. Very gently coming back. And as you come back, don't disconnect from the energy. As you come back, keep the energy within you. Feel the energy within you. Very good. So, how are you feeling?
Welcome back.
Good job, Julianne. So, again, we love to see your comments. For me, I'm just feeling a beautiful peace inside.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Toward the end of that meditation, I had the feeling almost like everyone in this room disappeared.
Wow.
In a really nice way.
Someone's saying the essence of life is so sensual, so life. Yes. Amazing. Lots of emerald greens and violets behind the eyelids, fluttering inside. Felt vibrations on the spine and shoulders. Lots of yawning. Beautiful. Pulsating with the galactic command. Yes, how did that disconnecting, how was that? I'm curious, always curious how people feel these things. I've never, oh, it's gone. Yeah.
So as we continue, just be aware, because we're in a very deep space right now. And just be aware to maintain that space even as you interact. It's really good practice. When we feel the energy and we're still present with the world around us, we're hyper connected to intuitive hits that come through energetic alignments.
Somebody saying the galactic command lifted a heaviness from her heart.
Wow.
Actually, I think it was Anne. You let go of the heaviness around your heart. It's really important to understand in these meditations, we don't do anything to you. The Galactic Command shares energies. You are the one that responds to the energies and lets go of these things. You are the one that decides that I no longer want to have this unhealthy body and allow the physical body to change. There have been dozens of people who have reported over the years things changing in their body. Not just small things, cancer disappearing. A beautiful experience I had of a blind woman getting her sight back in an hour. A Swedish lady, virtually deaf in both ears, hearing coming back over a weekend. All kinds of things. A woman about to go into hospital for surgery. Alcazar said at the end of the weekend, if you meditate with us these 2 days, you won't need the surgery. And sure enough, she didn't. So things like this are happening. There have been many situations where curvature of the spine, scoliosis, disappeared. It's amazing, but that's just on the physical level. So many people have experienced different changes happening in their lives. And if something's happened for you, let us know. Let all these people that are joining us right now, let them know what your experience has been, what's changed in your life through these Stargate energies. And let me just say again, you created the change. The Stargate creates a supportive energy field that gives you the courage to let go. And that let go can start just simply letting the tears come, even without knowing where the tears are coming from. Okay? Alcazar stresses again and again and again, there's nothing to do. It's relaxing and allowing. Because when you totally relax in these really supportive energy fields, a natural movement towards alignment happens. If you can let go, it simply moves back towards perfection. The more you can allow, the more you move towards that place of perfection. For most of us, it's a little step, and a little step, and a little step. But for some people, it's back already in perfection.
And we all feel those moments where it goes There's nothing quite like it.
Okay, so should we sit down again?
So we'll go sit down. And remember to drink water throughout this process. So for those of you who it's nighttime, be sure to drink some now. And for those of you who still have a day, drink water throughout the day, and it will help with the cellular realignment.
So over the years, people have expressed gratitude for what we're doing here. And many times we've been asked, well, how can we support you? And at this time, which is challenging for all of us, we would like just to open the possibility for those who would like to assist us maintaining this process that we're doing, that we can continue to share the Stargate work and some of the projects that are in process. And so we're going to ask in each of the different chat boxes and all the different channels, if you can just put the donate button at the bottom of the screen. This is not something that's a requirement, but if you feel like you would like to support us financially, then that's very much appreciated.
Yeah. So we also made a short link for those of you who are watching on Facebook or YouTube. You can go to stargate.live/donate. And your donations are fueling what we're creating here, because what we are doing and focusing on is up-leveling the energies that we're putting out. And there are a number of different projects that we have going on. One of them is a translation project to start to make more and more of our free meditations and channelings available in many languages. Audio archives. We have hundreds of hours of Stargate material, and some of the most profound wisdom from Alcazar comes through when we're doing 4-day workshops here in our living room in Mount Shasta. It comes through as a response to the depth that the group is able to get to in those 4 days. And so these are kind of the projects we have moving out into the world that let the energies speak for themselves and that let Alcazar's wisdom be more accessible. So really your donations, if you choose to donate, it's supporting the day-to-day operations of the Stargate and some of these big long-term projects that we've got going on.
And we have many people that are working full-time or part-time that we're supporting financially as they support us with all the work that they're doing. And we have many volunteer translators around the world who are coming on board to help with this huge project of having each language having its own section on our website where all the materials are available. Because Alcazar said to us not very long ago that it's so vitally important to include as many people as possible, to make you feel like you are part of the family. It's not a requirement to speak or understand English. It's important that this is made available to everyone. And I know there's actually many, many languages that we haven't even started to create for. But as we work on these 10 that we've got already, once that's in process, then we're going to be bringing in more and more languages. So this perhaps is the biggest thing that is happening right now in terms of the incredible amount of work.
It's a huge endeavor. And when I connected more deeply to what Alcazar was saying, it made a lot of sense to me, because this Stargate, this is a gift to the planet. And so making it available in other languages is a way of greatly enhancing the amount of people who can benefit from these energies. So we thank our translators, really, and we thank all of the volunteer translators who have also stepped forward, and will be moving forward with that project more and more in the weeks and months to come.
Yeah. And those people whose language is not yet covered, and if you understand English and relax, we want to bring it in your language too.
Yeah. And making a donate button is something we've never done before, because we really appreciate the way that you support us through participating in the programs that we're offering. So this is just a way for some energy and finances to flow back into us as we create these 4 days free of charge and globally accessible.
And as we continue expanding what we're doing.
And so financially donating is just one way you can support us. You can also energetically, just by being here, know that you are supporting us also.
Because ultimately, everything is energy. So wasn't there something that we were going to...
Yeah, I think there was something that we wanted to tell you guys.
Do you remember what it was?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
Remind me, what was it?
I'm going to do it telepathically. Are you ready?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
So those of you that have been connected with us for a long time have known that Alcazar has said that it's important to create Stargate centers around the world. And he said that he would like us to create 12 plus 1. And by that, he means 12 centers plus the one that Jules and I will be based in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's been something that we've been aware of for a long time. And over the years, we've been looking at different places and different properties. And we're always curious when our friend Diane, who's a realtor, she says, hey, there's something here. There's a piece of land here, or there's a house here. And so she connected with us a few days ago. It was a Friday. It was last Friday.
Yeah.
Wow, it was last Friday. She said, I've got another place to look at. So the four of us, Julianne and myself and Fareed and Ashley, we went along just to look at just another piece of property, because each time we look, it gives us a better sense of what we need. And this is great. No, we don't want that. And so it's helped us refine what we wish to create. And so on Friday, when we went with Diane to this place, we got there and we were almost shocked because it felt so good.
We were actually in shock because
it's a 20-acre property, which is about 16 hectares, a bit more than 16 hectares. One of the boundaries of the property is the Shasta River. Running through the property is a beautiful stream. There's a large pond or a small lake on the property. It's forested and so many more things.
Okay, so this is amazing because we've been visualizing land for a center here in Shasta for at least 4 years. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, when we find the right place, it will have like 2 like rivers or creeks running through it. And this place has a creek and a river. And also visualizing having a lot of land that has like flat space, like flat level ground with trees, but also space to build tiny houses so that people can live and feel secluded, like as if they're in their own little sanctuary. Yeah. And this place has like so much of it's 20 acres of land that's perfect for this.
So before you get jumping up and packing your suitcase, we are not talking about creating a center next week. We are still in the process. We haven't actually got it yet, but we visited it on Friday, and by Monday, the owners have said they would sell it to us. So now we're going through all the legal processes, which is going to take 6 weeks or so.
We're learning about this because neither of us have ever bought a house before.
Never been interested in it before.
And this place does have a small house on it, but our first step is to actually ground. Our first step is to envision. And when we're ready to start moving forward to the center, we will let you guys know. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it. And we're going to go visit it again soon. So we'll take some nice videos and maybe even get our drone flying.
Oh, get the drone going.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to turn around and look at the screen. Oh, great. Lots of nice comments coming in. Yes, we are really. Ivana is saying her bag is ready. Okay. Yeah, I guess you didn't hear me, but that's fine. So yes, it's all part of the process. And Ruby's just put a link in there, which is rapidly disappearing. Put it in again, Ruby. Or because it's about the Stargate Collective. And the Stargate Collective is yet another project that's been in the works for a while, and we've been slowly inviting more and more people to participate. And Ruby sent me a text last night saying that there's now 1,000 people in it, and we're ready to open it up to everyone. And and I was a bit annoyed at Ruby last night because I was so tired and about to go to bed, and there was this exciting email, text message coming in. But anyway, forgive me if I was a bit short with you, Ruby, because it is very amazing what she's been doing. And we'd strongly suggest that this is a beautiful way where you can connect with like-minded people. This is just for Stargate people. And there's many different circles, which are topic-based gathering points where you can join if it's interesting for you. You can join and become part of that circle. And there's no one in charge of the circle. It's a place to communicate about different topics. And so there's an interest in the artists, for example, getting together and perhaps showing their work. And there will be actually a place where people can come together to create businesses together. There'll be places where people who'd like to talk. Oh, I've got to look at the camera. I'm looking at myself on the screen. All right, I'll come and look at you. This is what happens when we get excited. We lose track of what's going on. So there's places about traveling together, all kinds of interests. There'll be more and more circles created as people suggest topics.
So this is called the Stargate Collective. It is essentially a social network that's off of Facebook and just exclusively for people who are into the Stargate work. So it's not about trying to get a lot of people into it. It's literally just a space to connect with other people from around the world. And Ruby has been really amazing in guiding us to how to create community. And one of her ideas was also during the Emergence live stream, before and after our live energy work, Ruby's created open spaces where people can meet on Zoom and discuss your experiences and also a variety of other topics. So Ruby will post the links into the chat. For those of you who haven't heard about it yet and would like to participate in that, right now for this live stream, it's the very first time we've tried anything like this. So those conversations are happening in English. And in future, if it's something that people enjoy, we can move into other languages also.
So for those people in other languages, we'll be letting you know through your country organizer, through an email, how you can actually connect into this project. As we said, we're opening up gently so that as people come in, they can find their way around and feel comfortable. And then slowly, it's going to have more and more people. Okay. So that's another major area that we're expanding into. And another thing that we're having is a weekly blog, which is Alcazar's Wisdom, going out once a week. It will be a longer quote or talk from Alcazar, and it will be possible for you to receive that. And again, be patient, and then we will let you know. It's available on a website, I believe. Is it up yet?
Yeah, it is. And we'll share a link directly to some of the pages on our website tomorrow. But if you just go to the Stargate Experience Academy.com, you can take a look around and see what's there.
The Stargate Experience Academy.com. And another thing that we're about to create and send out is a daily quote from Alcazar, something that you can sign up for. And again, we'll give you that information, not today, but tomorrow or the day after. And that will be coming to your email if you wish it. Just a little daily quote just to kind of connect you in and give you something just to tune in about and think about, and so on. Okay. Now you're looking over there. I want to look over there too.
When we're looking over there, we're looking at your chat comments.
Yeah.
So just take a moment again to close your eyes. Connect with everyone around the world. If you're joining us for the first time and these are your first Stargate experiences, we want to give a very warm welcome to you. We've been creating a really cohesive and amazing community around the world for years now. The Stargate came through in 1989. I joined in 2012 after discovering the Stargate by accident after college. And the potentials of the Stargate work are rapidly moving forward. And that's because of you. And it's because of all of us coming together. And there's a sense of beauty that can happen when individuals connect up and resonate with each other. So that is why we're creating community. It's community in a new way. It's honoring our individuality while we come together to play and create. And so thank you for being a part of this.
Yeah, people can feel the community when you gather together for these physical workshops. And it's sad in a way that we can't do that right now, but it's opened up this. And so this is a gift of the global lockdown.
Right.
And we'll be doing more online in this way. And that's why your financial support is really, really appreciated.
Yeah. And go to stargate.live/collective and you can check out what's happening in that community, the Stargate Collective. Because even though right now you might not be able to face-to-face have a conversation, people have been having really a good time connecting with each other there.
Muriel's saying, I did not manage to make the donation. She's asking about a zip code. Mine is a French one. I don't quite understand that. There's a green button at the bottom of the picture which says click here to donate. And you should be able to just donate whatever, whether it's $1 or 10,000.
No, please.
Anybody wishing to donate 10,000, that's perfectly okay.
Yeah, email us maybe.
Or 100,000, whatever. It's okay. Any millionaires out there, you're welcome just to send us the odd million. Anyway.
When we start to get the center set up, we're going to do it in a way that we create a nonprofit. We think we're not sure. We're still visioning details. So if you do want to donate large sums of money, you might want to wait for that.
Please contact us. Yeah.
But just take a moment.
Yeah, Boogie's getting carried away.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Some people have asked for a PayPal donate button. We'll go ahead and create one tonight and have it available tomorrow.
Okay, so time to go.
So we'll see you all later.
Oh, there you are.
Thanks for being part of this. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
And the chat box remains open, so you can continue to write in the chat and share any comments.
Oh, and by the way, the donate button that's right now, it's not just through Google Pay. You can also pay with a credit card on that. So you get to choose, just so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone's saying money is fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the zeros. Okay, we're going.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Yay! Thank you. Bring me more. Indeed.
Okay.